Okay.
I shit my pants this morning.
Getting ready. Like right now? Are you sitting in your own shit?
No.
Earlier today.
At about
Okay.
4:30 this morning. It's a good story. You ready for this?
Yeah. I mean, I love a good shit your pants story.
So I'm at about a month of eating 4,000 calories a day, which is
A lot.
pretty difficult on my GI tract.
I can imagine.
I also have recently added this synthetic substance called methylene blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the rage.
In the denim community?
Do you know what this is?
It's supposed to make you pee blue, right?
It can.
Yeah.
I thought you said I thought you didn't know anything about this.
When you said it, I heard about it a couple of months ago that it is supposed to allow you to work out the circulation within your body or something like that.
I haven't peed blue yet.
Peeing blue, yeah. Okay, you're going to.
I mean,
Obviously, the first sign of it working well is shitting in your pants.
well, what's
Well, so this is a
what's the actual purpose of it for you?
It's
for the
supposed
body?
to enhance mitochondrial support.
Got it. Okay.
And it is a bit of a upper. It drives focus, it's like a little stimulant.
Okay.
But definitely more mitochondrial support.
Okay.
Have you heard the whole hydrogen water rage?
Yeah, I mean, I'm familiar with like hydrogen, heavy water.
It's supposed to be that, but better.
Got it. Okay.
Like it has more of a impact.
Can we stick with the shitting in the pants?
Yeah. So I don't know exactly if it's from the methylene blue, or this morning I woke up at 3 a.m. My normal alarm clock is at 3:30 now, but I naturally woke up at 3 a.m. Just couldn't sleep anymore. I'm like, all right, let's go. Yeah. And realized it's been a long time since I've seen my arch nemesis at the gym, Taekwon Doug. So with the way that I woke up and everything timed out, I could potentially bump into him for the first time in a while. So I don't know if I was excited.
You're so stressed out, you shit your pants.
And I don't know if it's the calorie load or the methylene blue, but I got to Andrews Causeway right in front of the Science Center, was going to do a left cheek sneak. And it was not.
That's what I was going to ask. Is it a fart gone wrong?
Yeah, it was. Okay. It was a little monkey mustard.
It was a shot.
So I mean, that's different.
So whipped the U-turn like quickly. I whipped it. This is at 4:30 a.m. now. Absolutely illegal U-turn. I crossed multiple lanes, turned around. I had enough time, or I was under like enough anxiety from doing the U-turn that I imagined what I would say to a cop if I got pulled over for doing that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, pre-workout, I just shit my pants.
You want to smell it?
Yeah.
If you don't believe me.
Like, hey, I'm going home to change, man. I did get to go. I saw Taekwon Doug at the gym for the first time in months. Yeah.
Right after you shit your pants.
Right after I shit my pants.
So you shat in your pants while you were driving in your car.
Yes.
So was there a mess on your seat?
No. So monkey mustard was like, you go to do the sneak, just a little poot, and you're like, oh, that's not.
So it wasn't a full on shot.
No,
it was just a little squeak.
And that's not. Yeah, there's two different kinds of shitting your pants. One is like you thought,
whisper.
oh, if it was a fart, but then there's more.
Yeah.
The other one is like you ran out of time.
Yeah.
Like it's just you're done.
I'm just so relieved.
I had to do an MRI, and I had to drink dye, and they did not like the MRI. I was flying solo, no family in town, no friends that I wanted to like inconvenience to drop me off, pick me up. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Went in, drank the juice, waited around till I started feeling burning, did the MRI, and at this time I was living out in Avalon Park, and the drive was, 45 minutes, and halfway home I about exploded.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've told the story of one of our first podcasts where I'd stayed at a chick's place, and the next day I was like, well, it was like the middle of the night, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I gotta go because it's gonna be bad. And I was pretty close to my office here.
Yeah.
So I'm driving, and I'm like, I'm not making it to the office. So I got to figure something out. It's 3 a.m. So just an empty lot over there off Park Ave. I unleashed the fury, and that's as close as I've come to the second kind of shitting your pants.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had to shit outside like that.
It was imminent. It was either that or it was going to be a full blown in my pants. Like it had to happen right now. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You get that tunnel vision. Like you can't see anything else or think of anything else. And I was just like, oh God, I hope nobody drives by right now. Cause it's not like I was hiding or anything. It was just an open lot.
Yeah.
It was right. I kind of leaned against the wall, a little protection, I guess, from the side.
Sure.
But straight ahead, I mean, I was only maybe 10, 20 feet into the lot.
Was it a decision that was like your body was in such a mode that you're like, I don't give a shit if anybody sees me? Or was there still some... So you're like, I don't give a fuck, I'm going.
What happens is it overrides anything else. Where it's like
you got to go when you got to go.
It's not even like I'm making the conscious choice of a cop could pull me over or something. It's like I don't care what the ramifications are. This is happening.
There's got to be some funny cop stories out there that like cops are just like, yeah, I get it. I'll let you go because you have the guts to just shit right here and now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a million, stories that cops have where that's an excuse. I mean, because we're all a bunch of human beings. You stop enough people, they're probably gonna have fucking weird body issues.
Many moons ago, I was supposed to be picking my parents up from the airport. I was with some work buds. We were getting an early start at the Graffiti Junction in Thornton Park. So we went there, had a split nachos, had a bunch of beers. Folks said that their original flight was delayed, something like that. I had extra time to kill, had some more grub. We were just picking more drinks. Finally going to go pick them up, bring them back to Graffiti Junction. I had a stuffed jalapeno burger.
Oh God. And
it was delicious. Got to the end of the burger. Did not sit right, about to shit my pants. Mm-hmm. So just terribly uncomfortable tummy pain. I get up to go to the bathroom at Graffiti Junction, and their bathroom is like definitely top 10 grossest bathrooms in the entire world.
I remember it. It was in the front.
Yeah.
It had the flimsy fucking door.
Well,
and 5 feet from that door, not even 5 feet, there's like seats where people are sitting at the bar.
Yep.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. As soon as you walked in, it's to the right.
So I walk in there. I was in danger zone.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, I was in danger zone. Look at the toilet. The toilet's totally shit out, overflowed. Door isn't even on. The door wasn't even on the deal. Zero possibility that it was usable. So kind of did some mental focusing.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I got this. I go back to my friend's table. And I'm like, all right, suck it up, Buttercup. Let's do this. 5-10 minutes later, it's like, nope, it's go time. Pop up, go out front of Graffiti Junction. And that's when I started to go into tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And all I could think, there's houses around there.
Oh, yeah.
So all I could think of was like, maybe I can find a hedge, bush in between a house and where we're at. And I start scrambling. And then I'm like, all right, I got my wits about me. And remembered, shit, I'm on a street full of bars and restaurants. So I run across to...
Like Falcon?
Falcon.
All right.
And as I'm going in the front door, I see an old friend. And he's like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, I'll be right back.
Dude, I will be right back.
Go back to their bathrooms.
Which they are not much better.
The men's restroom said out of order.
Mm-hmm.
The female's restroom had a sign on it that said, lock is broken, knock before you come in. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. I go into the ladies' restroom and just fucking unload. And inevitably,
Of course.
3 babes walk in when I'm like, you know, in the middle of praying to the porcelain god.
Jeez.
Tidied up, felt absolutely relieved, went and talked to my friend for 5 or 10 minutes, went back over to Graffiti Junction, and everybody at the table's like, where the fuck were you, man?
I took a walk. None of your fucking business. I had to go see a man about a horse. Oh my God. What about you, PR? When's the last time you shit your pants?
I think this is just a horrible fucking topic to be talking about.
Are you embarrassed about talking about it?
No, I just feel that it's fucking gross, and visually it's just fucking ruining my whole fucking day. I can't even drink any wine. That's how bad it is.
Oh man.
And seriously, I mean, we've given it 10 minutes already.
So you're saying you've never shit your pants?
No, I have not. Absolutely have not. I have had 2 experiences with others. One was actually there were 5 couples. We were in a minivan driving to a safari.
Oh, buddy.
And one of the guys, on the highway, on the freeway or on the motorway, I'm not quite sure what you guys call it, turnpike. So a busy road. One of the guys decides, he says, you got to pull over. So we think he's going to throw up.
Yeah.
Right. We had a driver, so he's got to pull over. So I just said to the guy, I think you got to pull over. And then he pulls over. This guy runs, but he's running through the bushes, but we can see him. He's almost like levitating. That's how, when you talk about, you're not considered. We are 5 of us with couples. So we have our wives. His wife is sitting there as well. And he relieves himself almost in full sight of all of us. He wasn't too far off the motorway. But what he had to do was he had to go, and there was nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
Right? And then he had to wipe himself with whatever weeds or reeds or whatever was out there.
Oh my God.
So that was bad, but the worst ever was a friend relieving himself in the back seat of my car. Yeah.
Dude.
I got the smell. So it was horrible because it was embarrassing for him. It was obviously very embarrassing for me. But I got
Was he drunk?
No. But he obviously he could have told me. Yeah, he could have said something, right?
Going on.
But he didn't. And so he kept it quiet. And then the last 5 minutes of just before I could drop him off at his house, I could get the smell in my car. It was just deafening.
Wait, so he shit in his pants or he shit in your car?
He shit in his pants. But obviously, so I then had to, once he got out, I then had to, look at the car. I couldn't see any stain on the seat.
Okay.
But the smell.
Was it leather?
The smell was just so bad. So when I got home, I had to use some cleaning liquid and all of that to kind of clean the, really get the seat clean.
My God.
Fingers crossed, no duty juice got on the leather.
No, there was no stain on the that I could see. But those are the only 2 kind of things, and I felt embarrassed for him because obviously he knew that he must know that I was gonna know. But those are my 2 only run-ins.
I think you're dodging. There's zero possibility that in your entire life you haven't had a little.
This is every topic we talk about with PR. He's never giving us the whole truth.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it, man.
Okay.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah. This is his personality. He's never going to tell us the dirties.
Well, I mean, I would if I had a story on it, but it's
you're just too perfect.
I have tried to think about it, but anyways, we got to get off this topic really.
Have you ever gotten in a fight with a fist fight with somebody?
Yeah.
What's the story?
Oh, it was horrible, man. The first time I ever struck somebody was actually I hit a friend, he continues to be one of my best friends. We were in
Has he hit you back yet?
We were in junior school. No.
Does he still owe you one?
It was just one hit. So you would not believe this, but I used to go to karate school.
So this is like Fight Club shit.
No, it wasn't any of that. So him and I
went to a dojo.
No, so him, yeah.
Rex Kwando.
When I was in my probably I was about 10 years old, 11 years old. I was still in junior school at the time, and him and I had a
What's
bit of
junior school?
So it's up to say grade 7.
Okay.
And him and I had a bit of a difference during the lunch break.
Mm-hmm.
And so I walked off. I was angry with him. I walked off. So when we walked into class.
Do you remember what you fought about?
No idea. But he upset me. I remember that. He upset me. It was something that just the two of us never did. We used to play tennis together. We used to play soccer together. We did everything together.
And talk shit about your
And
mom.
here he is. He's upset me, and I walk into class, and he comes to apologize. That's what he did. That makes me feel so bad about what I actually did. He was behind me, and he was apologizing. And, I would like to think that I don't lose my head. And I did, but I did it with kind of my best friend. And I swung my fist, like almost like a 180, took it around, and I whacked him on the side of his head. I mean, he fell over.
Oh.
Didn't strike me back, which was even worse. I mean, if him and I had a brawl, I would have probably forgotten about it. The only reason why I continue to remember it is because that's...
So were you like, hit me back, bro?
No, it was one of those kiddies things. It was just ridiculous. It was just... I can't remember what it was about. And I don't think that I've ever struck somebody again.
I've been in a lot of fights.
I've never been in
Really?
a absolute fist fight.
Yeah, I mean, different levels and variations, but yeah, unfortunately.
Were you the attacker or the defender?
I was always a defender, and I always did not win.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever won, quote unquote, won a fight. The first one I remember, I was like 13. Kid stole my earring from me from my locker, and everybody makes a big deal out of that shit. So it's like, we met at the golf course, hole 6, I think, at Tuscaloosa golf course.
Oh, a scheduled fight.
Yeah.
So so you guys agreed to meet.
Where your peers get a rally up, like they, what do you call, like everybody's talking about it, and there's gonna be that's a big deal.
Yeah, and I've always been petrified of the reality that a fist fight is just not worth the risk, even if you win. Like, all it takes is one wrong hit and you like lose a tooth or are partially blind or something. So like the rest of your life for something so dumb. But I, was 13 and we go up there and we're sitting there like we're boxers or whatever. He swings, I swing, I hit him in the face. He doesn't go down. He hits me. Then we were like rumbling around basically. He ends up on top of me. Clearly advantageous, and that's the point when my friends kind of jumped in and separated us. That was the first. Other than that, I mean, I've been in like a million things where you're out partying or something, somebody starts fucking with you, you have to kind of defend yourself. Really, it's just about, for me, it's acting like I'm fucking crazier than everybody else, and hopefully they just kind of go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll push me, I'll push them back, and I'll fucking like eyeball them, scream at them, like say I'm gonna kill them, shit like that. That used to work enough where they'd kind of go away. But in recent years, when I say recent, like the last decade, if anything ever looks like it's starting to rise to it, which typically is driving, people fucking start shit while we're driving all the time. I just go, I no longer do that. I go, dude, here's what's going to happen if you get out of that fucking car. You're going to do whatever you're going to do. I'm not going to do anything back to you, and I'm going to call the police. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to make your life fucking worse than you could possibly imagine by coming at and trying to fight me. So don't, why are you doing this? And that the 2 times off the top of my head that I could think some guy was actually getting violent, it stopped them in their tracks. And I also had a dash cam at the time. I go, that dash cam's recording. So if you do anything, I'm letting you know, dude, I'm coming after you. And he just goes, oh, fucking pussy, walks away, that kind of shit.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, then growing up, there was always the weird shit where like groups would fuck with our groups, and all I would do is stay in the perimeter trying to not get hit by anything, stuff like that. But a real like TV fight, I don't know that I'd even qualify for that, because I don't think it's so exhausting. That's the thing I do remember about being in one of those, is like after a minute of fighting, you are fucking exhausted. Like 1 minute of being on and trying to fight is just, you just go to the ground because you're both fucking exhausted. Trained fighters, you could see them after 3 minutes when the first bell rings. They sit in their corner and they're fucking completely out of breath and dying. 3 minutes. And these are people who train every day to do that shit. I just think it's exhausting enough that it's not something that I would ever, qualify to do.
Trevor, your aura tells me that you've been in a few brawls.
Yeah. Countless.
What's the?
I think.
Have you ever been beaten up?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like where you've been just been fucked up?
Yeah.
You, been left.
I think the only way to really know who you are is to take a beating. I was thinking while you guys were talking, my first fight was, and I think a lot of my fights were based off of merit. It wasn't just a stupid scuffle. It was to protect an ideal that I would hold sacred. So my very first fight, we played this game in grade school, in junior school. It was a variation of tag. There were rules they're not worth going into, but it wasn't just tag. And this one dude would always cheat the system for like a whole year.
Oh wait, so your neighborhood game of tag, but it's not actually
school.
Tag. So school game of. So when you say it's a change in the game tag, I don't understand what could be the variation.
The variation. So it's called special tag.
Where you got
somebody is it to begin with, and then as they tag somebody else, the it crowd grows.
Oh, okay.
Until there is one person left out of the entire group that is not it, and they're the winner.
Got it.
So it wasn't just tag your it. It was like a virus growing zombies.
It's pretty
right?
creative and interesting. I like it.
So when the game would start out, somebody would close their eyes and turn in a circle with their finger out, and where it's like spin the bottle. Wherever you landed, that person was it. And this one motherfucker always cheated the system. And so I called him out and said, "Neil, you're it, and you know it." And he came over and pushed me, so I fucking socked him in the face.
Oh wow, that escalated quickly.
So if you're gonna push, you might as well get it over with, right? If he's gonna come up and do if he's gonna come up and do the chest thing, you might as well just fucking knock him out.
I agree. If you're face to face and he pushed you, yes, it is not a sucker punch. It is no longer a defenseless action. I think it's appropriate for the scenario. I agree.
So another example, and then when I got the shit beat out of me, I was at a high school party. I might have been a senior in high school or a freshman in college. I don't remember, but it was at the age where juniors, seniors in high school were partying with some kids in college, kind of, like the back and forth over the fence sort of deal. I was at a house party. A guy got drunk. A friend girl of mine was telling a story. He looked at her and said something to the effect of "Shut the fuck up or I'll knock you out." I don't like when guys talk to chicks like that, whatever the case. He, in his drunkenness, then turned and started edging on me. Somehow we ended up outside and I beat the ever-living shit out of him. A couple weeks later, I go to a college party at a fraternity. Party ends. Wasn't even thinking about being safe, but I was off on a back road by myself going to my car, and a bunch of his fraternity brothers, one guy held me, and I got the shit beat out of me by 3 other guys.
Damn.
Yeah, it was gnarly. A friend of mine rolled up next to me in a car, kind of mid-deal, grabbed me, threw me in his car, and we took off. Let's see.
Yeah, that's not a fight. I got when you talk about shit like that, that's happened to me even more often than the fights.
Really?
Where I remember this fucking piece of garbage from high school when I was a freshman at Oviedo, put me between 2 vending machines and fucking held me there, for 10 minutes because he thought I was funny and would just punch every once in a while. People just walking by. It's the fucking mid-90s at that point. I remember that day. I had a male stalker. I think I've talked about that before.
Yeah.
For about 6 years of my life, where every once in a while he'd find me somewhere and fucking hit me a couple times before I could call the police.
Was he like a bully? Would you say?
No. What happened was I hooked up with his ex-girlfriend at Daytona Beach spring break once. They had been broken up for a year, and after that one time that I hooked up with her, never talked to her again. He stalked me for 6 years. Would still be stalking me now, but he died in a car accident. So during that 6 years, though, I'm talking, I was in fucking Key West at law school spring break. Okay, that's how long period of time had passed, and I look out from Bear Bottom. What's the name of it? Ken's Bear Bottom, I think. One of the big bars on Duval Street in Key West. I look out and he's fucking pacing outside the goddamn bar in Key West. I go out to him. I go, Ryan, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what are you doing? This is fucking insanity. Like, I hooked up with her once 6 years ago. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what is going on in your brain, dude? Like, I haven't seen her, talked to her. It was one night, and you guys have been broken up for a year. But he found me at, like, the movie theater a couple of times over the span of that 6 years. Every once in a while, he'd be following me. Like,
But did he hit you?
Over multiple times.
Oh.
Every time he'd find me, he'd hit me a couple of times before the police would get there and take him away. I had a lifetime restraining order. That's why you saw me say his name. I don't give a shit saying his fucking name. It's all public record, Seminole County, if you want to look it up, because I had a lifetime restraining order against him. So I kept it with me in the trunk of my car for fucking 6 years. Every time he'd start following me, I'd call the police. They'd tell me which police department to go to. They'd fucking arrest him, throw him back in jail like he didn't even give a shit. He threw beer bottles through windows of my house a couple times where it was like the glass was all fucking close to hitting my cousin who lived with us at the time in the front of the house. Like, that shit, that I don't consider that a fight. I consider that a fucking psycho, like maniac
that's
person
psycho, yeah,
following
yeah,
me
yeah.
around.
Absolutely.
That was one of the best days of my life, though, when I heard he was dead. It was cool.
I had a bunch of altercations that at the time seemed like something, but hindsight, now that I'm older, wiser, I think I have a different take. And I don't know if I'll ever know the real story, but a lot of times, so I was able in high school to jump from, I was a good chameleon. I could jump from group to group. I could hang out with, like the stereotypical movie deal where I could be a skater, I could be a punk rocker, I could be a preppy, like whatever.
I could see you fitting in, like chameleon style.
I didn't really change my look to fit in. I was just able to bounce from group to group successfully.
Yeah.
And high school, there were in the town that I'm from, there were a lot of not school rivalries, but like if guys from my school started dating chicks from another school, the guys at the other school would get pissy.
We had that.
Really?
And our groups had fucking names. How nerdy is that shit? Bunch of fucking middle class white dorks.
Really?
And there was the God damn, their name was so fucking stupid, and I can't remember it now. They were so they would it would be a car club ish, but nobody had like nice cars. So it was I want to say it was the Twinks, but I know that's not it. But it was something like that. It was like the Touchies, or it was something fucking dumb. But there were like 4 groups with names in like these in Winter Springs, Winter Park, Lake Howell, Lyman, Lake Brantley, all the college or all the high schools. And then the 2 private schools had their own cliques that were also fucking part of this group, Trinity Prep and Lake Highland. And they were the ones that, like, when we hooked up with Trinity Prep, girls that went Trinity, like the dudes got fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like, just for no reason. Like, it's not like they were one of their sister or dating them. It's just the fact that she goes to Trinity and she's hooking up with a guy who goes to Winter Springs High School was like a fucking problem for these people.
Sure.
I remember we were partying at some house over here on Temple, and we were in a boat, or we were at the party, me and like 8 guys from Winter Springs, including one that was dating some chick, and like a group of 30 fucking guys from Trinity show up just to come fucking like kick our ass. We got on the chick's dad's boat and start fucking going out into the water because we're like, we just got to get out of here before we get killed. And one of them throws a fucking 40 ounce or a 32 ounce in Florida, but you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
big ounce. It smashes my friend Derek in the head, and fucking there's just blood going fucking everywhere. And I'm like panicked. I'm like, he's gonna die. There's blood. It comes to find out it was just a cut that was under where we couldn't see it. So when we thought we were blocking it, we weren't. So there's just blood. But it was just a cut. But I mean, we had to take the boat. We're fucking calling our other friends to meet us on the other side of the lake and shit like that. I just was always like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like,
Yeah.
why are they so fucking mad that we're dating somebody who goes to their fucking school? Like, they give a shit? The fuck do they care?
So the hindsight for me was I thought I was getting picked on because of me, but I think it was just, so it's a reason to fight, which I think going through that age and puberty and shit like that,
True.
like you're kind of just looking for shit to.
But you're trying to work out your feel, like you got all this weird shit going on in your brain. You don't know what the fuck it is,
Right.
and that's one way of exercising you know dominance. Like when you feel like you're changing and you don't have control, it's easy to want to fucking have control over something.
Right.
And it's something you can have control over.
The other thing is that I really didn't, I never felt that way that I think a lot of guys felt, like this property over your school women or shit like that. I liked bouncing around from group to group. I liked saying hi to everybody. And then I think that led to people feeling uncomfortable about themselves
Yeah.
and projecting then, like, because they couldn't be like me or they were fearful to be like me. Not me specifically, but to like be like a person that's cool to bounce around and to step over the boundary line and have fun. The only answer was, I don't like it. I'm going to beat the shit out of them.
Right.
So I got that a lot.
So-
like I would show up at other people's, like I would be dating a chick from another school. She'd have a party. I would show up to the party, be the nice, fun guys, you know, the social butterfly. And inevitably somebody would come up and it was always that fucking stupid ass chest, like that double fucking,
Yeah.
which if you're caught off guard, typically knocks you to the ground. And I got that a lot.
Like when Trevor, I'm going to be like, PR, what was your experience when you were younger? But I'd like to point out that when Trevor tells me stories about his past, you know, in my brain, it's like I'm watching a fucking like 80s, 90s movie. When PR is about to tell me, it's like a black and white, like reel to reel.
I think every
know what
time
I'm
I hear PR start telling a story, I think I'm in a Wes Anderson movie.
Oh, a Wes Anderson movie? I picture it like, you know, I mean, it's the time of the season, but Christmas Vacation, when he's watching the videos up in the attic.
Yeah.
That's what I picture when he's talking. Like, they don't even have sound. It's just a reel-to-reel black and white film of
And
PR's
he's
life.
riding the bicycle with the giant front wheel and the tiny back wheel.
With a giant front wheel. And a fucking top hat wearing a three-piece suit.
and a picnic basket.
I must tell you though that when I'm telling the story, visually I have volume and it's color.
Oh, yeah?
It's real time. But I'd be interested to know that when you get pushed, for example, did you retaliate because you're now reflecting?
Depends. Depended. Like, I think I was really quick to analyze situations and be like, well, I am the odd man out. And there are 5 of you and 1 of me.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I went back, typically the situations resolve themselves. Like, the chicks would get involved and be like, and get pissed at the, you know,
the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a classic move. That's usually the way I do it, is I am way less likely to get physically involved in this shit if I can use it to my fucking benefit, where I'm like, that fucker hit me. I didn't touch him, didn't push him, didn't fight back. The fucking police are coming. And then everybody's on my side because I'm like, dude, I'm not doing anything. I'm just fucking sitting here. I think that's a way more powerful position than trying to fight back. I mean, honestly, I'm not joking. I've seen enough, especially now through my career, to know the fucking winner of a fight can have fucking serious lifetime fucking problems from one wrong hit. Like, it's just so goddamn dumb.
I totally agree. I think the bigger person, because I've been in a few of those incidents where, and because I was in school, but I also played a lot of sport, what I would find myself is I was always in different parties based on if I'm at a tennis party or a swimming or whatever it was. So it was always where I would often be the only person that that I knew. I was on my own, basically, right? So I would almost always know maybe a girl that invited me to the swimming party or the tennis party or whatever it is. So I would get shoved a good few times because I don't know the relationships that everybody has. So I'm kind of walking into a new scenario and I'm talking to somebody or a group of people that I think have invited me to the party. If I ever got shoved, and I'd say that it was always like, what the fuck are you doing here? Who are you? We don't even know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Always aggressive. 5 or 6 guys. And I was always ready to back off. If that ever happened, I was ready to leave the party.
Yeah. Well, now it's not even fun. Who
Most
gives a shit?
times,
why would you want to be
the
there?
person would say, hey, what's going on? Why is he leaving? Right? And, ask him to come back. And almost, I'd say more than 50% of the time, the guys that were being aggressive with me, were typically guys that caused trouble at these kind of parties anyway, and they would be asked to leave the party. But I have never been in a situation where, and which is what I'd like to know from you, if when somebody shoved you, did you ever say, fuck it, I'm going to stand my ground? Because I have never done that.
Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't remember any specific instance where somebody shoved me and I fought back. I'd like to say that there was at some point, but I can't remember.
I never did.
I'd say, to me, though, if people that are listening and younger kids listening, I would think that it's actually braver and
for all the young kids
in our
demographic.
Well, or parents that have kids.
First of all, go tell your parents they shouldn't be letting you listen to this fucking podcast.
But for me, the moral is that my son's friends actually listen to this. My youngest son.
Oh, really?
In Tampa, yeah.
How old?
21.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, it's actually.
You say my younger son like he's young, but that's like
he's in junior school.
Yeah, he's like a full fucking adult.
Well, I have 2. I didn't say he was a kid. Younger son.
Well, I said I made the comment that if you're a kid listening to the show, you should go tell your parents that you shouldn't be allowed to listen to this fucking show, and you immediately go, my younger kid listens to the show. Like you were implying that your younger kid was young enough to apply to the circumstance I said.
Yeah.
But no, he's a full-grown adult.
Yeah. So
you're old is what I'm saying.
In terms of trying to be a good role model, I'd say that there's by actually choosing to walk away in those instances. Obviously, if somebody smashes your face, you got to fight, right? But if somebody just shoves you in a social environment, I would say the bigger person actually just turns around and walks away.
No, I think I got a better chance with my mouth talking my way out of something or my legs running away from something than I do ever fighting, no matter what happens. I mean, it would have to be such a rare circumstance of being in the fucking physical corner, a literal corner, and having no choice. And at that point, it's not going to end well for me.
I was never good at fighting.
No,
like I want to be because of this typical bullshit that I'm trying to think. It happens in UFC or UCF that you practice the part of floor grappling.
Oh yeah.
In my mind, and where I would have been a really great fighter is I always just wanted to fucking box.
Yeah, but nobody boxes.
And that's what I'm saying.
Because,
so like at some point
so
it was
exhausting,
like it was
bro.
like
You can't
all right,
do it.
Fisticuffs, man. And at some point somebody always goes in for like a body tackle.
Of course.
And then it goes into this weird ground shit.
I don't think anybody really
and I don't
wants to be
I was
in a fight.
at that point I was uninterested because I just wanted to
Didn't you in a bar around Lake Eola have one of those kind of brawls where you hurt your back and you had to leave Amanda as a friend. You and a friend
Broke
kind
your
of,
clavicle.
yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Wasn't
Collarbone,
that kind of also you and somebody kind of brawling?
Yeah.
So-
Well, it wasn't boxing. This guy's a college wrestler.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The reason why you were doing that is you were actually
We got
kinda doing
into
a bit of
we
a
got
wrestle.
into a bad habit of doing like Fight Club shit. Do you know what I mean when I say that? Like, it wasn't that we were enemies or we wanted to hurt each other. It was just a fun but more serious experience of wrestling, fighting, manhood, you know, like without being angry, which is a very interesting exploration. To be able to exert your full energy and not have anger attached to it is very interesting.
Yeah.
And to like, so I liked the experiences. And so the first time, I think we wrestled on 3 or 4 occasions. The first time was fun, slightly sober, not really. Then the next time, definitely inebriated, and I either separated or broke a rib. And there might have been one time in between, but at this point, we had gone to a concert. We double dated, went to a concert, went to dinner at Kabuki at the tasting at the chef's bar. It was great. I'm mixing up 2 stories here, but in any case, went to this concert, and then we went to Tanqueray's, and my bud grabs me and he's like, I got to take you to this tiki place. We leave our chicks at Tang's, go to the tiki bar. He orders me Blackbeard's Ghost, which was heavy on the 151. And at this point, I am absolutely blackout drunk. I remember glimpses of the tiki god head, and then I remember nothing other than waking up at home in excruciating pain. So theoretically, we did our wrestling thing in the middle of downtown, and I think the way that the intuitive muse tells it is that he tackles me and I'm on the ground.
Yes.
And I started screaming. He got off of me.
And that's it.
And are you in on this?
Yeah, so he tackles you and you fall face down, like back down on the ground. And in that moment, you were just like, whoa, time out. Like you stopped, like, and then he stopped and then
And the
gently
damage
got you
was
up,
already done.
But you weren't really expressing like the gravity of the pain that you were in until we got
That's
home.
right.
Yeah, you're so tough.
Well, so got home and then the pain set in, and then I came to, and you know, I don't like going to the emergency room. I waited for
Guidewell.
Love fucking Guidewell, man.
Yeah, Guidewell's good.
But waited till first thing in the morning, and they said I fractured in 3 places my collarbone. Where were we going with that?
No, I'm just saying, you'd mentioned that when you're fighting, you know, it's got to be
He doesn't like
fisticuffs,
grappling, so
fisticuffs, and you didn't like grappling. I'm saying, fuck, you just
nobody
had a grapple.
fucking boxes.
Well, so then
Boxing is a fucking trained sport.
the
Nobody knows how to do
the
that
difference
shit.
in what I'm talking about is like the old school schoolyard fights was I expected more boxing matches, which then people like they do that boxer thing where they wrap up because they're tired.
And they stay on their feet.
Then it turns into this big mushy piece of crap.
Yeah, and then your mates actually just separate you, and everybody goes home.
Did you have a fucking nerd at your school who was like the karate guy?
No.
So we had a nerd.
A good karate guy?
Like he would like this is a personality type I'm thinking of where, you know, he like kind of clearly like didn't dress very well, you know, like no money, probably longer hair, and he like did karate. So then when somebody would fuck with him, he'd start doing like karate moves. You know, we're all sitting there,
But like in a
surrounding.
cheese dick way?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and like nobody ever actually fights him because, well, first of all, he's a nerd. He's not really picking on anybody or doing anything. But even when you're minding your own business in fucking middle school and high school in America at that time, you're still probably going to get fucking picked on and get in a fight at some point, even if you're minding your own business. And I remember he would always talk about his fucking karate, and then somebody fucked with him, and I just remember him, having these like nerd jeans on and doing these fucking nerd karate fucking like Rex Kwon Do shit where somebody came and broke up the fight before it went anywhere else. I'm just interested if you had that, it's like the smelly kid in class.
No, but the thing that comes to mind is the upsets where the quasi popular kid and a dorky kid would get into it, and it would be the after school timed out, like you had to show up behind this building at this time, everybody'd be there, and then the underdog would win, and I thought that was fucking great. Where the popular guy lost some clout, and underdog, the nerdy kid who never talked to anybody, beat the shit out of him. That was fucking fantastic.
Some of the kids that we went to that were the ones that like had the reputation for fighting probably like were pretty good fighters. Like a couple of them are in prison for, like, one of them was Ryan, the one who's dead. Then his whole group were like 4 or 5 of them. One of them's in jail for the rest of his life for stabbing somebody in a road rage incident at Steak and Shake with a fucking steak knife. He ran in to a Steak and Shake while the other car was, he like kind of forced the car off the road, like, fuck you, buddy. The guy I know ran in, grabbed a fucking knife, came out, stabbed the guy in the temple, and fucking killed him in front of his girlfriend.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, right? So, that's one of the guys. He clearly has it in him to fucking do some violence. That was the group of people where all I ever tried to do was like avoid this shit, And now I'm like, don't forget me when you get arrested. You know what I'm saying? Give me a shout. We're boys. I know you. I actually referred that guy to a really good attorney who helped him somewhat, but he's going to be in jail for a very long time. And then, I think there were groups that were the street cred trying to do. I think there were people who have fucking problems though that were going to school trying to fight because it made them feel better. Like, their dad was beating them up or something. And I
think a lot of it had to do with shit coming from home life.
Yeah, I bet, especially back then. I think I mean, I don't know the numbers, but I would guess that just run of the mill every day domestic fucking like hit your kids shit was way more prevalent back then than it is now, just because of kids' access to their phones and to fucking calling for help, shit like that. So I would guess that people like that did have problems with their dads or moms, like, fucking hitting them and shit and talking down to them, and then they come and take it out on the people at school.
Breakfast Club scenario.
Yeah, you don't know me, man. Judd Nelson. Like, he looked like a 32-year-old high schooler in that movie.
Yeah. Let's do some Motherfunkler nuggets.
I got some.
Lay it on me, brother.
You got any other than shitting your pants?
I'm been eating shit tons of food for a month, and it's,
you're not cool unless you shit your pants.
Yeah, I don't know, lifting heavy, hitting the gym, grinding at work. It's,
Well, I've got a really good one.
What do you got?
And Ed maybe has been here, but I doubt anybody else has. The Hawaiian Diner. You haven't been?
Not yet.
Moa Kai. That's what it's called, Moa Kai. It used to be Mongolian on Colonial. I am giving 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up to this fucking place. I am obsessed with it now.
Is this the place that is backed by Dick's Sporting Goods and used to be like close to the Toys R Us?
No.
The Mongolian barbecue place?
This is on the corner, basically the corner of Bumby and Colonial. Technically, the corner of Bumby and Colonial on my side is the Chase Bank. And you got Fresh Market, the Asian market.
Yeah.
But to the left of Chase is Mongolian.
Got it.
Was Mongolian, now is Moa Kai, Moa Kai.
Mukalakahiki.
Yeah, come on, you want to lay me? No, it's Moakai, and I've eaten there twice now, and it is phenomenal. It's super clean. It's like a diner is what they're going after, but it's a Hawaiian diner. It's incredibly comfortable in there, and the food is just. They have a musubi, which is tough to find. Musubi is rice, spam wrapped in seaweed. Fucking phenomenal there. Phenomenal. I had the slow roast pork.
You'd be the only person I know that spam is fucking phenomenal.
No, I don't think you're right about that. Spam is fucking great, dude.
I tried it once, and I thought it was terrible.
Oh, it's so fucking good. So this place has the slow roast pork and cabbage I had. It's fantastic. Linda had the garlic shrimp.
Everything you've mentioned so far sounds like a shit your pants experience.
It's not. It's not, dude. Well,
Slow roasted pork sounds good.
I'm sure
With
for
cabbage.
some people,
With cabbage.
Cabbage.
I'm sure for some people, spam upsets your stomach. It doesn't mine at all. It's actually, to me, it's, and by the way, when you're having spam, you don't eat that much of it. It's meant to be almost like a flavoring. So it's a very thin piece of salty meat is basically what you're doing. The slow roasted pork, they're just making slow roasted homemade pork. Linda had garlic shrimp on white rice. They have these excellent drinks that they make there. Dude, I highly recommend, bro. Take a step out of the comfort zone.
Alcohol?
Yeah, they got full liquor bar.
What's it called again?
Moa Kai, MOA space KAI. And it is fantastic.
Are the owners Hawaiian? Are they white people trying to do Hawaiian shit?
Well, the only people I've seen there working, so it's pretty open kitchen. It's almost like think of a really clean Waffle House.
Yeah.
Like except that like the furniture is nice, but that's the layout. So you walk in and there's a bar where you can sit at the bar on a stool, and then there's tables and booths. And everybody who works there clearly Hawaiian. Like
really,
everybody who works there. And yeah, and it's fast. It's relatively fast.
Is
and
it a
it's
chain?
Excellent. No, just these people who open
Sam
it.
mentioned he called it a tiki bar kind of experience. He said I should go to the one in Fort Lauderdale, and he spelt it almost the same way that you did. Mai Tai. Yeah, that's
Mai Kai.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a different place. This is like a think it's they're going for a diner feel, but it's not diner food. It's Hawaiian,
right?
And it's excellent. And I'm excited to try everything on the menu. I did so last night. I had a friend in town, and we've never talked about this place before, but it's a common place around Orlando. I did Ollie's yesterday for some football games. That's in College Park, corner of Parr and Edgewater.
Used to be Jack's
long ago. Yeah. And
it's in the parking lot of a high school.
It is. Yeah. It touches the parking lot of a high school. Yeah. So it was, it's a bar. I had a couple of Guinnesses. They were good. They have a lot of TVs, awkwardly spaced. Like if you're going there to plan on watching sports, you got to really look around because for some reason, the way they put their TVs, it's like they're in the middle. It's like impossible to see unless you're in the outer perimeter. So, but staff was very good.
Sandwiches
looked okay to me. I had a pizza that I've had there before, and it was good. So serviceable. I mean, that's the kind of place that if you're looking to watch a game or something, have a couple of beers at a reasonable price. It's not a bad spot. And then the only other things I got we had the biggest fucking trivia of the year. It was a different type of crowd. It was weird. So usually we have like 35, 36 teams the night before Thanksgiving. This time we had 25 teams, but it was slam packed because the teams were each like 10 to 12 people.
Bringing their families.
So, yeah, I'm talking way more people than usual. I'm talking slam packed. People were standing all the way around the corners, standing all at the bar, but it was just less teams because each team had so many people. So that's just different. They also had a doorman early this time because the problem that we've had in years past is that the kids at Rollins know that a doorman starts at 9 when trivia is over. So they sneak in there at 8 to get in before they get ID'd you know?
Yep.
And this time they had a doorman at 7, and by the end of the show, it was a line fucking down the street of just little kids trying to get into the fucking. It was great. I was like, you guys nailed it. The people for my trivia show had a great time. It was rad. And then last Sunday, I met the Wizard of Ed came and met, and we went to Guest House during the day on Sunday, and it was a great experience. GH, bro. Still hanging and banging as an update there. Linda was there. I met AJ, Ed, and it was a good time.
Nice.
So, yeah. What about you, PR? You got anything? Am I the only one
my
partying?
nugget is actually, I was saying to the Intuitive Muse when I got in here, was actually my Thanksgiving meal. We do, I think I mentioned to Trevor the other day, we do an entire day of cooking, so it's 5 courses. And as always, my wife pulled out all the stops. Well, for me, what's so special about the Thanksgiving is that it's not, we don't have a table of 20 people. It's just my 2 boys, my wife and I. And this year we actually had her sister from South Africa visiting as well.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did they put on a show. I mean, the first course was the crayfish tail. There's just one, you know. So we do the tail. Each
How'd
one
they
gets
prepare
a tail. She puts it in the.
You say crayfish. Are you talking about actual crawfish, the tiny ones?
No, the one big.
A
You're talking about
lobster
lobster.
tail. Lobster tail.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, lobster
Yeah,
tail.
I had a feeling if you're saying everybody gets one, you're not talking
Get
about
one,
crawfish.
yeah.
You're talking about lobster.
Lobster tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she does it, you know, I don't even know how she even kind of spices it up, but it's just one on a plate. We plate every course. And then we clean up, and then the next course I did, you know, I'm the salad king at home, as you guys know.
Because it's the easiest thing to put together.
Well, it takes.
It's like it was so hard to open the bag and throw it in the bowl.
It takes some, you know. It takes. Well, the dressing is key. But this time I put in some blueberries and some gooseberries.
Sounds like a fucking Wes Anderson movie.
God, it does.
Hey?
You're right. A black and white Wes Anderson movie.
No, and it was the perfect. So
The
yeah, it was.
flashback in a Wes Anderson
Yeah,
movie.
there you go. There you
But
go.
the unfortunate thing is that my boys
The
at their
gooseberries
age
taste like gooseberries.
don't really enjoy.
berries and cream. Berries and cream.
Hey, listen, can I get through my my Thanksgiving lunch meal before the show's over? And then the third is we did prawns and chips.
So shrimp. I'm just gonna translate what you're actually talking about to
but,
our audience.
Yeah, the big ones. Yeah, and they were grilled. So probably probably 3 or 4 prawns and
Bride.
and chips.
They were bride.
No, they weren't bride. They were done in the grill. And chips that were cut from from
the oven?
potatoes. No.
So French fries.
Yeah, but the other day I said to Trevor, I said
You
French
said
fries.
we had shrimp and French fries, and I went, that sounds classy.
So instead, you're gonna call them prawns and chips.
Yeah.
Well, it was prawns. It actually we don't call it shrimp and French fries. We call it prawns and chips, which was absolutely excellent. The next one was actually we did a lamb shank, which was also and some
How was that prepared?
potatoes. So the lamb shank also in the oven. So each meal, it's like an hour, at least spaced an hour and 90 minutes apart.
Who came up with this tradition?
So the tradition we got from my family in Dublin, in Ireland.
So do they do this? Do Irish folks do this kind of thing?
They do it over Christmas, though. It's kind of a Christmas meal, but they unwrap gifts on Christmas morning at about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and they start. First course is about 1 o'clock, and
If you have little
dessert
kids.
is going until about 9, 10 o'clock. And we do the same. We start about midday, and we have our dessert, which is trifle, as you know, and that we normally have at about 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. So it's kind of one meal, 5 courses right through the day, and there was it was fantastic. And what I like about it though is that there's so many great stories that we talk about, and it's a lot of repeat stories. My kids have heard the stories before. My kids tell us the stories.
Say.
No, but it's me actually just taking in the
Did
day.
you tell them the story about North Pole?
they were there. But yeah, we repeat the story. But it's actually interesting how the stories have changed from the storytellers now being less my wife and I,
cool.
and the kids are now like telling us, but stories that we were in. You know, it's like recalling a lot of the stories are actually, you know, telling us stuff that we were in. And it's fantastic.
You're getting a different point of view of a story that you remember. That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty. And I would imagine that in time when they tell these stories at their, you know, when their kids are around, and if I'm sitting there, if I'm blessed enough to have them to be invited to their Thanksgiving,
If you live to be 150 years old.
yeah, it would be awesome to listen to those stories. And that's to me what's so special about the Thanksgiving lunch or meal. It's the food, yeah. But also the great stories that I listened to about my boys' memories of their childhood. It was absolutely fantastic.
So cool.
That's my nugget.
Fucking party on.
Fucking party on, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Thank you for listening. We're the Motherfunklers.
You know that's right.
Check us out on all the social medias. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. Let's go, baby. Hey, I'm Downtown Trevor Brown. Would want to thank DJ Blue Raja and Showtime Sadul. Big thanks to the Wizard of Ed and the Intuitive Muse. Let's see. Check out. Hey, tap into our Instagram. If you see pictures, we're there.
You see us? Tap that.
Yeah, and you can come and hang out with us.
Tap that and come. It's what we say all the time.
That's what I'm saying. All right. Catch you guys next week.
See you in the promised land.